Mythic Landscapes is a series where we explore some of the most amazing places in mythology, folklore, and religion. Join me as we take a journey to different realms and learn about the myths behind them. And if you like it, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on future episodes. And now, let's get started. In today's episode, we are going to talk about a place that time forgot. A hidden valley nestled amidst towering mountains where the sky crackles with eternal lightning, yet the ground beneath your feet stays frozen in an eternal winter. Welcome to the Valley of Time-Locked Lightning, also known as Voltveil. The air here is thick with magic, charged by the very essence of lightning, and the trees stand as silent sentinels, their branches eternally laden with snow. The valley is trapped in a perpetual state of twilight, the sun never setting below the horizon, casting long shadows that dance with the flickering light of countless fallen stars scattered across the frosted ground. It is said that within this ethereal realm, the laws of time itself are suspended. Here, the relentless march of seconds, minutes, and hours seems to cease its relentless pursuit. Each step into the valley takes years from your life, but in return, it grants you wisdom and power beyond your wildest dreams. But be warned, for the path to enlightenment is fraught with peril. In the heart of this enchanted realm lies a magnificent palace of ice and crystal. Its spires, reaching towards the heavens like the frozen fingers of some ancient deity. Within its icy walls resides the enigmatic lord of the northern wastes, a being of immense power whose very essence is intertwined with the lightning that ceaselessly illuminates his domain. He is both feared and revered by those who have heard tales of his otherworldly majesty. As you venture deeper into the valley, you will encounter creatures that seem ripped from the pages of a fairy tale, or perhaps a nightmare. Enchanting dryads with skin like alabaster and hair made of spun moonlight dance among the glacial trees. Majestic unicorns with coats as white as fresh fallen snow roam through the crystalline glades, their horns spiraling towards the heavens. But beware, for these enchanting beings are not without their own agendas. They may test your worthiness, challenging you with riddles, tasks, or even battles before granting you safe passage. You may also encounter the fearsome guardians of the Veil, trolls with skin like granite and eyes that burn with an otherworldly fire. These primordial creatures move with a chilling slowness, each step shaking the very foundations of the frozen world. Their strength is almost unmatched, and their anger can unleash avalanches and blizzards that can bury entire armies beneath tons of ice and snow. Only those who possess the courage and cunning to navigate the treacherous paths and unravel the mystical secrets of the Valley of Time-Locked Lightning will ever hope to lay eyes on the magnificent Lord of the Northern Wastes and unravel the mysteries of this frozen wonderland. However, the path to such enlightenment is not an easy one. To reach the mythical Veil, one must first brave the perilous mountain pass, a treacherous journey through biting winds and snowdrifts that threaten to engulf all who dare to cross them. Many have attempted this daunting trek, but few have lived to tell the tale. For the mountain pass is a place of myth and legend, where the elements conspire to test the limits of human endurance. Blizzards that can freeze a man's heart in an instant, avalanches that can bury a traveler under tons of ice and snow, and treacherous ice bridges that threaten to collapse underfoot. Yet it is said that at the end of this perilous journey, those who survive the ordeal are rewarded with a sight that can take their breath away, As the last ridge is climbed and the final bend is made, the entrance to the hidden valley is revealed. A breathtaking spectacle of towering ice formations that seem to pierce the very heavens. From this vantage point, the full glory of the Valley of Time-Locked Lightning can be seen, a landscape of eternal winter that is both mesmerizing and awe-inspiring. The centerpiece of this frozen wonderland is the magnificent palace of the Lord of the Northern Wastes, a majestic structure of ice and crystal that shimmers and sparkles in the ethereal light. The palace is surrounded by an army of snow golems, each one a formidable guardian of the realm, their stony faces stoic and unyielding. Yet it is the lightning that truly steals the show, for this valley is perpetually shrouded in an aurora borealis, a dazzling display of electric light that dances and weaves its way across the night sky. The lightning is said to be the very essence of the Lord of the Northern Wastes, a tangible manifestation of his immense power and otherworldly majesty. As the travelers stand in awe of this spectacular sight, they know that they have reached a place like no other, a place where the laws of nature are suspended and the very fabric of reality is thin. It is a place of great power and danger, and they must tread carefully if they are to survive the ordeal and emerge with their souls intact. Now that you are inside the valley, many wonders await you. First, you will notice the towering crystalline trees that adorn the landscape, their branches reaching towards the heavens like the frozen fingers of some ancient deity. Their leaves are a mesmerizing silver, shimmering in the ethereal light and said to hold ancient secrets whispered by the wind. The trees are not merely beautiful to behold, but are deeply connected to the spiritual essence of the valley. It is said that they are home to dryads, ethereal beings of immense power, whose presence can either aid or hinder those who enter the vale. As you wander through the crystalline forest, you may encounter these enigmatic dryads, their forms as elusive and changeable as the frost patterns on a pane of ice. Some may appear as beautiful maidens with skin like alabaster and hair made of spun moonlight. Others may manifest as ancient crones with eyes that hold the wisdom of ages past. The dryads are deeply connected to the natural rhythms of the valley, and their favor is sought by those who wish to harness the potent energies that flow through this enchanted realm. However, the crystalline forest is not only a place of ethereal beauty, but also of great peril. For lurking among the frost-laden trees are creatures of myth and nightmare, drawn to the valley by the very essence of its power. Among them are the frost giants, colossal beings of immense strength and ferocity, their bodies wreathed in ice and their eyes burning with an otherworldly fire. These giants are ancient and powerful, and their presence shakes the very foundations of the Vale. To encounter a frost giant is to face a force of nature, and only the most courageous and resourceful can hope to survive such a confrontation. As you journey deeper into the valley, the air grows colder and the landscape more desolate. You will come across a frozen lake, its surface as still and unyielding as a sheet of polished steel. This is the legendary Mirror Lake, a body of water said to possess magical properties that can reflect and amplify the power of its beholder. It is said that the lake is a gateway to other realms, and those who gaze upon its surface are transported to distant lands and times. However, the Mirror Lake is a dangerous place, for those who become lost in its depths may never return. The lake is guarded by a creature of myth, the Ice Queen, a being of immense power and beauty whose touch can freeze the very soul. The Ice Queen is a solitary and enigmatic figure, cloaked in ice and mystery. Her presence is both alluring and terrifying, and those who encounter her are said to be captivated by her otherworldly charm. She is a creature of pure energy, existing outside the bounds of time and space, and her motives are inscrutable to mortal minds. Some say she is a benevolent ruler, protecting the balance of the valley and ensuring the natural order of things. Others claim she is a malevolent spirit, delighting in the suffering of mortals and reveling in the destruction of all living things. Now you find yourself in the very heart of the Valley of Time-Locked Lightning. All around you, the ethereal glow of the aurora borealis illuminates a landscape that seems straight out of a dream. The air is thick with magic, charged by the very essence of lightning, and you can feel the raw power of nature all around you. But this place is not without its dangers, and you must remain vigilant if you are to survive the ordeal and emerge from the valley unchanged. For here, in the heart of the storm, there exists a magnificent palace of ice and crystal, its spires reaching towards the heavens like the frozen fingers of some ancient deity. Within its icy walls resides the enigmatic Lord of the Northern Wastes, a being of immense power whose very essence is intertwined with the lightning that ceaselessly illuminates his domain. He is both feared and revered by those who have heard tales of his otherworldly majesty, and it is said that to gain his favor is to be granted unimaginable power and wisdom, but to incur his wrath is to face the full force of the Northern Wastes, a fate worse than death itself. The Lord of the Northern Wastes is a being of pure energy, existing outside the bounds of time and space, and his motives are inscrutable to mortal minds. Some say he is a benevolent ruler, maintaining the balance of the valley and protecting the natural order of things. Others claim he is a malevolent spirit, delighting in the suffering of mortals and reveling in the destruction of all living things. To reach the Lord of the Northern Wastes, you must first navigate the treacherous halls of his palace, a labyrinth of ice and crystal that shifts and changes with his every whim. Within its depths, you will face challenges that will test your courage, cunning, and strength. You will encounter creatures of myth and nightmare, each more terrifying than the last, and you must defeat them all if you are to succeed in your quest. But even if you manage to navigate the treacherous halls and confront the Lord of the Northern Wastes, you must be careful what you wish for. His power is immense, and his wisdom is beyond mortal ken, and those who seek his favor must pay a heavy price. For the knowledge and power he bestows are tainted by the darkness that surrounds him, and those who accept his gifts are forever changed by them. So be warned, traveler, the Valley of Time-Locked Lightning is a place of great power and peril. If you enter, you do so at your own risk. But if you are brave enough to face the dangers that lie ahead, you may just emerge from the Northern Wastes forever changed by the experience. And with that ends our journey to the Valley of Time-Locked Lightning. What did you think about this place? Would you want to visit, or would you rather stay safe at home? Let us know in the comments section down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss any of our future videos. Until next time, stay safe and keep exploring the world of mythology and folklore.